Vine nervously smoothed down her dress in front of the full length mirror, her heart racing with anticipation. Tonight was the night of the big business party that she and her husband Jungkook were attending, and she couldn't help but feel a mixture of excitement and nervousness. Her reflection mocked her, highlighting every curve and bulb of her slightly chubby frame. She sighed, wishing she could magically transform into one of those slim, elegant women that grace the covers of fashion magazines. Just then Jungkook entered the room, his eyes instantly lighting up at the sight of his wife. He walked up to her and wrapped his arm around her waist, pulling her close. For him, she was the most beautiful woman in this world, and he never hid this from Ryan. You look absolutely stunning, Ryan, he whispered, planting a soft kiss on her neck. One blush, feeling a warm sensation spread through her body. Jungkook had always made her feel beautiful, no matter what. I don't know how I got so lucky to have you as my wife, Jungkook continued, his voice filled with sincerity. I will burn the world for you, Ryan. That's how much you mean to me. Ryan's heart swelled with love for her husband. Despite his dangerous mafia lifestyle, Jungkook had a soft spot for her that no one else could see. You always take my breeze away. Ryan blushed at his words, feeling a warmth spread through her chest. She had always been a bit self conscious about her body, especially since she was a bit on the chubby side. It wasn't even noticeable, but for the past, she had made her insecure. I love you so much, Jungkook, she whispered, feeling the love and gratitude swell in her heart. I am so lucky to have you. Feeling a surge of emotion, Wan turned around and met Jungkook's gaze. Their eyes locked, and in that moment, they both knew what they wanted. Jungkook leaned in slowly, his lips hovering over hers, made Wan close her eyes as their lips finally met in a passionate, intense kiss. It felt like fireworks exploding in her chest, igniting a fire that burned brighter than ever before. As they pulled away, breathless and flushed, Wan felt a renewed sense of confidence. Jungkook had a way of making her feel invincible, like she could conquer anything. Let's show the world how lucky we are to have each other, my love, he said, his voice filled with determination while Wan nodded, feeling a surge of confidence and pride. She knew that with Jungkook by her side, she could conquer anything that came in their way. With a smile, they linked arms and headed out of the house for the party, ready to face whatever the night might bring. The two fall in love with each other after Ryan had a breakup with her ex, who was totally a jerk and tortured her madly from the start, commenting on her weight. Their relationship wasn't worth it from the start. There was no care and physical contact, but Ryan tried it works, but failed because her ex never learned how to give respect and treat his girl. Wan broke up with him as she couldn't take more his shit, and then she met Jungkook, who never lacked showing love and respect to her. He made her feel her worth and love. After 5 months being in a relationship, Jungkook proposed Wan and they got married. She was with the wrong person, and when she found Jungkook, she knew she didn't make any mistake this time because right person always make you feel comfortable and loved. As they arrived at the party, Wan and Jungkook were greeted with smiles and nods from their colleagues and business associates. Wan felt a surge of pride as she stood by Jungkook's side, knowing that they made a formidable team. Mrs. Yoon, come with us. Jungkook is not going anywhere. A lady, probably wife of one of a businessman in Jungkook's circle, said teasingly, made Wan's cheeks red, while Jungkook smiled softly, looking at her and gave her a nod to enjoy the time. Don't worry, I am here. If you feel bored, just look at me once and I will take you away in a better place. He whispered on a chuckle from Ryan. Oh, love words. You got a long night together after party. Have some patience. Till then, the lady said playfully as she took Ryan with her at a little distance, and then some more females joined them and they all got busy in gossips. But suddenly, Ryan spotted her boyfriend across the room as she tried to blend in the crowd to hide herself from him. It had been years since they had broke up, but the sight of him still sent a shiver down to her spine. She quickly turned away, hoping he had not seen her, but it was too late. He made his way over to her, a cocky smile on his face. Well, 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 if it is not Ryan. He sneered, looking a little pumped these days. Are not we? One felt her face flush with embarrassment and anger. She had struggled with her weight for years, and his words cut deep. She forced a smile and tried to brush off his comment. Nice to see you too, Alex. How's life treating you? He chuckled. Oh, same old, still living the high life while you are. Well, something never changed. He gestured to her figure, a smile playing on his lips. Vine's heart sunk. She had worked so hard to build her confidence and self esteem, and here he was, tearing it down in a matter of seconds. She tried to hold back the tears threatening to spill from her eyes. Jungkook, who had been observing the exchange from a distance, suddenly stepped forward, knowing well about Vine's ex, his eyes blazing with anger. How dare you speak to my wife like that? He growled, his voice low and threatening. Alex recoiled, his confidence flirting at the sight of Jungkook's steely gaze. I didn't mean anything by it, Alex stammered, attempting to backpedal, but it was too late. Jungkook was done being polite and he never wanted him to meet Vian ever again. And if they accidentally crossed the same path, he made sure that jerk never looked at her even for a brief moment. With a swift movement, he grabbed Alex by the collar and pulled him close, his grip tightening with each word he spoke. You will never disrespect my wife again. If you did, remember, I won't give you second chance to breathe again. Jungkook hissed, his word laced with danger. He would punch on Alex's face until it left unrecognizable, but he controlled himself because Van was with him, and that's all matters to him. Do you understand me? Alex nodded frantically, his face pale with fear. Jungkook released him, sending him stumbling backward. As Alex screwed away, defeated and humiliated, Vian looked up at Jungkook with tears in her eyes. She saw the fierce protectiveness in his gaze, the unwavering love and devotion that he held for her. In that moment, she knew that she was truly loved, flaws and all. Are you alright, Vian? Should we go back home? He asked, cupping her cheeks as he slowly wiped the tear off drop with his thumbs, not letting it slip down while Vian shook her head. You are perfect. What you mean to me, you know that, right, my love? Don't listen and let affect those. You are mine, and that's all. He whispered, some soothing words, staring deep in her eyes as she nodded. That's right. She doesn't want anything as long as her husband and his love was there for her. She knew he wasn't ever going to break his promises. Throughout the night, Jungkook was the perfect gentleman, always attentive and considerate of Ryan's needs. He made sure she had a drink in her hand, danced with her when the music started playing, and never left her side for a moment. As the night wore on, Ryan found herself feeling more and more in love with her husband, who never failed to show her how much she meant to him. She could not help but feel lucky to have found someone who loved her so fiercely and unconditionally. The party started to wind down. Jungkook pulled Ryan aside, a mischievous glint in his eyes. I have a surprise for you, my love, he said, leading her away from the crowd. Ryan's heart raced with anticipation as Jungkook led her to a corner of the venue. He turned to her, his eyes soft and full of love. I just wanted to take a moment to tell you how much I love you, Ryan, he said, his voice filled with emotion as he held her hands in his. You are the most beautiful and amazing woman I have ever met, and I will do anything for you. Tears pricked at Maya's eyes as she listened to Jungkook's heartfelt words. She could feel the love and sincerity behind them, and it made her heart swell. And there is something else I want to do, Jungkook continued, his voice low and tense. He leaned in, capturing Maya's lips in a kiss. Vine felt her head spin as she melted into the kiss, feeling a rush of desire and longing course through her veins. She wrapped her arm around Jungkook, pulling him closer as they shared a moment of pure, unadulterated passion. When they finally pulled away, Vine was breathless and flushed, her heart racing with excitement. Jungkook grinned down at her, his eyes full of mischief. Let's go out of here, my love, Jungkook said, taking her hand in his. I have something special planned for us tonight. Wan's heart raced with anticipation as they made their way out of the venue and into the awaiting car. She knew that whatever Jungkook had planned, it was going to be a night to remember. As they drove away into the night, Wan couldn't help but feel grateful and blessed to have found someone like Jungkook, who loved her so fiercely and made her feel like the most beautiful woman in the world. And as they disappeared into the darkness, Wan knew that their love would only continue to grow stronger with each passing day.